Hi guys, it's Robert. So with warm weather on the horizon, it's a great time to start thinking about a summer garden. And what I want to show you today are 3 ways you can take recycled materials and create your own seed starter pots. And if you like this idea and you want to see more, I invite you to check out my Plant and Garden DIY playlist and subscribe to my own channel by following the link in the video description below. Now, be it a backyard garden, a patio container garden, or even a windowsill garden, they're all great ways to help grow your own food. And if you start your plants from seed, you're actually going to save a little bit of money. Now, admittedly, buying seed starter pots from your nursery or garden center are not that expensive, but if you've got the recycled materials laying around for free, there's no reason not to use them. The first method is definitely the simplest. You take a recycled paper egg carton and cut off the lid. Place it underneath like a tray for some added reinforcement. Then fill in each of the egg compartments with some good organic soil. Moisten it slightly, and then taking a chopstick or a bamboo skewer, create a little divot in each of the compartments to plant your seed. Typically on the back of a seed packet, it'll give recommendations for the depth at which you should plant your seeds. It'll also tell you the number of days it will take for your seeds to germinate and sprout. Generally, when your plant is 2 to 3 inches tall, it's a good time to transplant it into the earth or into a larger container. Now, the second method uses recycled toilet paper tubes. You could also use paper towel tubes and cut them down to a shorter length. We're going to take a sharp pair of scissors and cut 4 1-inch cuts into one end of the tube. If you look at the end of the tube like a clock, we're going to be creating our cuts at 12, 3, 6, and 9. Then we'll take those flaps and fold them down almost as if you were closing the end of a cardboard box. Flip it right side up, fill it with soil, moisten it slightly, create that divot, and plant your seeds. And the final method uses recycled newspaper. You'll also need a jar or a can to help create the shape of your pot. Take a double spread of newspaper and tear it in half along the center fold. Then take one of those halves and fold it in half lengthwise, leaving an overlap of about 1 inch along the bottom edge. Now flip it over and fold that top edge in the opposite direction by about 1 inch. Now turn it back over one more time to the side that was originally facing you, and then align the bottom of your jar with the bottom edge of the top sheet of paper. Starting at one end, roll it back on itself to create a tube. When you get to the end, flip it upside down, and we're going to fold that paper down almost as if you were folding gift wrap at the end of a present. Then set it upright on your work surface and gently twist the jar back and forth with a little bit of pressure to help flatten out the bottom of the pot. Then shimmy the paper off of the jar. It'll seem a little wobbly at first, but it will totally stabilize when we fill it with soil. Again, take each of your pots, fill them with soil, moisten it slightly, create those divots, and plant the seeds. I do love the idea of growing plants from seeds, and I hope this inspires you to exercise your green thumb and think about starting your own summer garden. Thank you so much for watching, and join me next time for another great DIY project.